Hi, my name is Joey Bratton, and I'm a model and actress in New York City, and I'm gonna show you my wash day routine. Because I'm an actor, I have to keep my hair consistent. I have to look just like my headshots all the time, so a wash and go is my go-to hairstyle. The steps to my wash day routine include detangling my hair with conditioner, shampooing my hair, adding more conditioner, then washing that out and adding a curl cream and gel. And this normally takes me about an hour or an hour and a half to finish. I think the most important step for my wash day routine is the detangling process. If it's not fully detangled, I can't get the product through it. I can't get to my scalp and really cleanse my scalp properly. Usually what I'll do is I'll go in the shower, get my hair a little wet, and then what I'll do is section my hair into 4 big chunks, and then I will start detangling from the ends to the root until I fully detangle all my hair. My scalp is super temperamental, so it gets really irritated. I just want to maintain my hair and my hair health, my scalp health. I always use one particular type of brush to detangle my hair. I've never been able to use a wide tooth comb because my hair is just, it's too thick for that. So I use the Easy Detangler because it's just super easy to use. It gets my hair detangled way faster than I've ever seen in my life. And then I use conditioner from Bounce Curl. It really has a lot of slip, so it makes my detangling process way easier as well. I think I detangle my hair 3 times total with my wash and goes. Once initially, and then again when I'm conditioning my hair after I shampoo, and then even when I'm styling my hair, I will detangle it again. So I grew up in the Bahamas, in Nassau. Growing up on the islands, my family was very much on the fair-skinned side. And I had cousins who were mixed with white and Indian and all these different things. So I was confused. My hair texture, my hair type was so much different than the rest of my family's. So when it came to my identity, I didn't know what was going on. My wash day growing up, my mom always did my hair in tube, pigtail, braids, or French braids, or cornrows. I always had a different style going to school, which was really nice. There weren't many natural hair products available. All of my mom's friends all had really curly hair, and they would wear their hair out natural. And they were telling me, just use the conditioner in the shower, comb your hair through with your fingers and then just put mousse in it. So I was using whatever I could find. It was just laden with alcohol, drying my hair out, but I didn't know any better. None of it was necessarily good for my hair. I just didn't have any access to other things. Once I'm done detangling all my hair, then I shampoo. Usually what I do is, because it's already sectioned out, I have a good area of my scalp exposed. I will use just classic Head and Shoulders on my scalp, and I'll just put a bunch of it and then super scrub my scalp with my fingers. At the same time, I'll put some As I Am shampoo. It's really thick and luxurious with castor oil in it. It's really nice. And I'll put that on the rest of my hair. So the Head and Shoulders is on my scalp, and then I'll put the As I Am shampoo on the rest of my hair. I don't go too hard. I don't want it to be squeaky clean. I like to try to keep it as moisturized as possible. I don't want to strip it in any way. And that's why I try to keep the Head and Shoulders on my scalp, because it is very drying. I started using Head and Shoulders as a child. That's a product that I've always had access to. But I realized that when I used it, my scalp was much calmer, happier. It wasn't irritated at all. And I actually didn't get diagnosed with dermatitis until 2019, I think. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a dermatologist and see what they say. And they're like, dermatitis. And I was like, oh, okay. I thought I had dandruff. Flakes equal dandruff, right? I was given, a lot of steroids and prescribed things that I didn't necessarily want to use. So I was like, I don't want to fool with that. I'm just gonna keep using the thing I've been using my whole life. When I started realizing that my hair was different, I really didn't like it. When I finally big chopped, that's when I had the aha moment, because I didn't realize how nice my natural curls were to me. I was like, wow, my hair is like really beautiful. I love my hair. I think because people would tell me that I didn't have good hair, I started to think like, oh, wait, is something wrong with me? Like, how come I don't, wait, what is my lineage? Who am I? It just made me question everything. So once I'm done with both of those shampoos, I rinse it all the way through. Then I will add more conditioner and detangle again. So I will use the same exact conditioner as the first time. I go back in and condition it again because I feel with the Head & Shoulders, when I'm rinsing it out, I know that it's, you know, coming into contact with all strands while I rinse it out. So when I go back and do another condition, it's just kind of like re-injecting some moisture into my hair. I also feel like once I'm done shampooing my hair, it does start to tangle up again. Not crazy, but it'll like I'll have like micro knots or tangles. Taking that next extra step of putting in more moisture and clearing it through again, it just makes it much easier for me when I'm going into the styling process. So once I finish conditioning my hair, usually I'll leave some of it in. I'll just leave a little bit in just because it's easier. If I rinse it all the way through, it kind of makes my hair like very squeaky clean, and it's harder to like start parting it with my hands or at all, because like my hair will like stick together. So I just finished washing my hair, and now I'm gonna go in, start styling it to get this fro in. So when my hair is wet, it's definitely more like a 3A, maybe 3B, but when it's dry, it's getting much closer to a 4A. My styling process, I kind of always start from the back and go up to the front, and I just part it out in sections, and then I'll put my styling like butter, and then I'll put a little gel over it right away. I actually don't really do much to manipulate the curls at all. It just depends really on the product to get the end result, but generally like I won't like finger coil it or like twist it out or do anything. I just kind of let it go natural. So I just sectioned out middle part of my hair. Next, usually what I'll do is I'll take some of the little butter cream moisturizer and I'll like further section it. I'll take this little section here and then just run it all the way through. So the styling cream that I've been using the most is from Camille Rose Natural. I came across those products, so that product line, when I was still living in the Bahamas. And I think I use that product the most because it's super hydrating, it smells really good, it's easy to work with. It's pretty thick, like the consistency it's almost like pillowy and soft, but it's also like super thick because you can feel that it's like has a lot of moisturizing ingredients, I guess, in it. And it smells so good. Oh, I love it. And my hair just like really loves it. Like the difference between my hair before I put anything in it and then just like even like the smallest, littlest amount of this, it's so different. It's just like, happy hair. So I think my hair really responds well to products that are completely natural, because anything else generally will dry my hair out or my hair just won't like it. I need a little bit of water. Okay. Run it all the way through one part, and then I'll, with my fingers, and then I'll go back with the brush. Make sure it's all the way evenly through this section. And then, once I'm happy with that, then I'll take a little bit of gel. And then I'll just go right back over that section with the gel. There's one product that I cannot let go. I've been using it for many years. It's the Creme of Nature SNOT. It's literally called SNOT because it's super thick. It like doesn't even, you have to like mash it down into your hand to like make it, you know, evenly coated in your hand to put in your hair, because because it clumps up a lot like this, but it really works well with pretty much any product that I use. If I ever switch products or like use a different like styling butter or cream or anything like that, this always goes over it really well. I try not to get it too close to my roots because then it won't really like fluff up as much as I like. It'll be like really, really defined, which is nice too, but sometimes, most of the time I want it to have as much volume as possible. But these two products mix really well together and it dries really well too. It never has any like residue, it doesn't make my hair crunchy because I use that gel as a last step because it just holds my hair, holds the curl, keeps the pattern. It still will like dry really nicely and like grow as well, like the volume. Usually when I'm doing my hair, I definitely listen to music. I definitely have been listening to a lot of Doja Cat lately. I listen to a whole lot of Pop Smoke because who doesn't? Various dancehall artists. I mean, I love Gaza Slim, one of my favorite artists, and Vybz Kartel because that I kind of like grew up listening to those artists and like different dancehall artists from Jamaica. Listening to those artists and those types of music hypes me up to do my hair because sometimes I just don't want to do my hair and I have to because I look crazy and raggedy. I definitely feel like when I'm in the middle and the front especially, I need more product than in the back. It'll get more frizzy, like in the front, for example, faster if I don't. And I want it to be as defined as possible. All right, so I'm done. Yeah, I really like how it came out. All the product is like all the way through, but it's not too much, it's not heavy, it's not weighed down. So when it dries, it'll just really be super defined. So normally before bed, I actually don't wear a bonnet or anything. I just sleep on a silk pillowcase. That just works wonders for my hair. I don't have to like think about too much. It doesn't flatten my curls like a bonnet will. And the next day I can just fluff it as usual and it'll go straight back to how I want it to. So once I'm done styling completely, usually I prefer to air dry my hair, but sometimes I simply can't. It'll take like one full 24-hour day for my hair to completely dry. If I have to be somewhere or do something, I will hit it with the blow dryer. I don't have a diffuser attachment. Don't ask me why. For the most part, I'll keep it either like low or like straight cold air. Sometimes if I have time, I will just sit in front of a fan and that really dries my hair really naturally and nicely. So I'm all done. I really love how it looks, how it came out. And tomorrow I'm gonna show you how I keep my curls refreshed and last throughout the week. Hey y'all, I'm back and it's day 2. My hair is fully dry now and this is the finished look. So I normally pick my hair out at the roots. I like it to be like a little bit higher, if that makes sense. A little more like Afro vibes. And I like to be like, I like it to be round. I just kind of will go right into the roots so that I can just kind of pull out, you know, make it frizzy at the root so it gives it more volume. And then the ends can stay pretty defined and curly. And then usually once it gets, you know, closer to my next wash day, I'll start picking out, you know, closer to the ends. Generally, I try not to go over a week when it comes to washing my hair. I prefer my hair when it's like day 3, day 4, because it's really dry and it's really voluminous and it's pretty round. What I used to do was I would just like jump in the shower with my hair all the way out so that it can kind of like get residually wet and like the steam can kind of rush over it, which would like reinvigorate my curls. But now I will take an actual clothes steamer and steam my hair out, especially when it's like really dry or like it's like day 5 or day 6. But when I hit it with the steam, it like wakes back up and it's like a flower and it's like, ah. I'm trying to figure out when's the first time I heard the phrase wash and go, because I actually don't know why we call it that, because it's not a wash and go. It's like a wash for 2.5 hours and then you have to sit in front of a fan or a blow dryer for 30 minutes, and then perhaps maybe you could go. Some tips and advice for a successful, easy wash and go. I definitely think you have to be super patient with your hair because you don't know how your hair is going to respond to products. You don't know how your hair is going to respond to the water. You have to kind of like figure out what works best for you. So we should just embrace as much as we can what our natural hair is. Thank y'all so much for watching me do my wash and go, but now I got to go.